Good evening, all masters, and welcome to the session. And today it's a Thursday, and our Lord Surya Bhagavan is a special guru for us, who uh, who is visible like every day. So let's learn more about him. Okay. So how many of you regularly, like daily, thank Surya Bhagavan, show your gratitude towards him, or at least look at him? So, like as a divine entity and all. Does anybody practice it regularly? So let's know about him like in more important way, and so we can show our gratitude every day from today onwards. Okay. So yeah, Surya Bhagwan. So sun is like 4.5 billion years old, a yellow star, and he is like 93 million miles away from the Earth. So it's composed of hydrogen and helium, and its gravity holds the entire solar system in orbit, right? So, and perfect sphere of hot plasma is like a giant ball of hot ionized gas that produces heat and light through nuclear fusion, right? It provides the energy essential for life. So can you imagine a life without the sun? We can't imagine, right? So for every source on the earth planet is from the sun. The energy of the sun is our life. So yeah, for example, so because of the orbital changes and the tectonic plates, the movement of the plates and all, they in the very past, like long years ago, they evaporated like volcanic eruptions and all. So from the volcanic eruptions, the lava and all the ashes, they formed like a cloud on the top of the earth. So that prevented the sun rays falling on our earth, and that it then we had a ice age. So can you imagine, like without sun there is no earth, there is no we, right? So earth sun is such an essential and important planet to us, and he is the visible god to us, right? So if somebody says like, can you see God? Yes, we can see God, sun in the God form, right? So he's a visible direct god to us. So not only the Hindus, the Egyptians, Greeks, the Romans, and the Japanese people, and the Central and South American civilizations like Maya culture, and the Inca, they heavily venerated the sun. And many Native American tribes, so, Plains Indians, and they still honor the sun through rituals like the sun dance. So his worship is part of a tradition known as a Saura worship, so that focuses on him as the source of life, the energy, and an order. So he's also honored as one of the Navagrahas. He's the primary among the Navagrahas. We have nine planets, like, and Sun is one among the one in the primary one. And so the focus of festivals like Makara, Sankranti, and Chhat Puja, we all do, right? So what we offer is like devotees offer arghya. Arghya means water to the rising sun, and they chant mantras, and they perform rituals like Surya Namaskaram and sun salutations and all, right? So, and the Surya Bhagavan temples we have in India, like Konark Sun Temple in Odisha is very famous, and the Modhera Sun Temple in Gujarat, and Arsavalli Sun Temple in Andhra Pradesh. So all these temples, like you can see the sun rays directly falling on the feet of the Lord, right? So the Magdan Sun Temple in Jammu and Kashmir. So the another name for sun is Magdan. We'll be knowing about the history about that in this class. And Suryanar Kovir in Tamil Nadu. So we have masters from Tamil Nadu also here. And Adityapuram Sun Temple in Kerala. And we have masters from Kerala, Bangalore, Karnataka on here. So you might be knowing here them. So Surya Narayana Temple in Bangalore, Karnataka. So what do we offer to Surya Bhagavan? Is like we offer wheat and jaggery, red sandalwood, and red flowers. And during Sankranti, we have a special day, like first harvesting day is like the Bogi Panduga. So on a bogi day, a special mixture of fruits and that's Indian jujubi, we say regi pandu. It's red in color, so it symbolizes the sun. So a special mixture of these fruits, flowers, and sweets is showered on children. So to ward off evil, bring good fortune, and bless them with prosperity and long life. So another scientific reason behind this is like when we put this flowers on the children, the pollen things and all, so they'll get rid of this pollen and allergies and also. And since they shower from the hands, so the elderly people transfer the good energies and blessings to the little ones, right? So that is a big tradition they follow. And all these things we all know. And so let's dig into deeper the history of the sun, like from our ancient scriptures and all some Puranas. We have 18 Puranas, and let's dig into that and learn more about that. So Surya, the sun god, is also known as Surya Narayana. So he is the Pratyaksha Daivam, like the visible god. So he's the direct God that we can see every day, and he's very visible to us, right? So God who is in front of you or you can see every day is the only sun. And so according to Brahma Puranas, Surya Bhagavan, he was born as the son of Kashyapa Maharshi, a very noble sage, and the goddess Aditi. And Aditi is the daughter of Daksha Prajapati. So, blessed by Saura Shakti, born on Margasira Saptami. So, Surya Bhagavan was born on Margasira Saptami. That is called the Radha Saptami. Every year it falls in the month of usually February. So, here the important thing is like if you examine one's own thinking or behavior, most of the traits are inherited from parents, right? So noble parents get noble children. Noble children are the devas, right? On the contrary, so Kashyapa, like Surya Bhagavan's father Kashyapa, he's having other wife named Diti. So she's also daughter of Daksha. So but she's very mean and cruel by nature, and children born to her were also such daityas, the demons. So Hiranyaksha, the younger brother, and the Hiranyaksha, he has dragged the earth into cosmic ocean. Then Vishnu in Varaha Avatara, like with his in a bowl, he lifts up the earth and places it. So that, and while placing back, the earth is tilted like 30 degrees, and that's the story we know, right? That is the Hiranyaksha. He's one son, and the other is Hiranyakashipu. So Hiranyakashipu is Prahlada's father. We all know that, right? So slain by Narsimha Avtara. And from these stories, we know that if you want your children to be noble, good, respected, then better cultivate those traits within you first. Like observe. Children are like very silent observer. Like whatever we do, they notice and they learn. Because the children don't know what is good and bad, right? They just follow us. So if we'll be careful about us doing good things and all, automatically they'll follow that. So that is the small and important thing we have to notice from this Puranas and all. So there was a fight between Devas and demons. So the fight was going on. And on such occasion, Devas were overpowered by demons. So Aditi Mata, mother of Surya Bhagavan, so Aditi Mata, she started penance severely and worshipping Surya Bhagavan, the sun god. So to be born as her son, to regain power for the gods and defeat their adversaries. So Lord Surya fulfilled his promise, manifesting a bright beam of light from Aditi's womb. So this radiant sun, this is like only 1/1000 part of the Surya Bhagavan, the Surya Bhagavan. So this radiant sun named Vivasvan, he is the Surya that was born to help the gods defeat the demons. So, and he's also known as Martanda. There's other name for Surya Bhagavan. The other name is Martanda. So, Martanda is dead or underdeveloped under egg. So, So Mata Aditi, she continuously, she was doing vratas, fasting, and doing penances. So during her pregnancy, so she was doing all that because to protect her pregnancy, as Surya Bhagavan's stages started growing as Divya Garbha in her womb. So Kashyapa sage, like Aditi's husband, Kashyapa sage, he noticed this like a pregnant lady, she has to take good food and rest and all right. But instead of that, Aditi, she was doing like vratas, fasting, pujas, and penancing and all. So Kashyapa was worried, and he was telling, so uh, you are instead of you trying to protect, you're killing the fetus inside. So and listening to this, Aditi felt very upset, and what she did is like she may end up killing the child. This upsets her mind, and she immediately casts away and delivers the fetus. So the fetus was not yet developed, but she delivers the fetus. So saying only I'm trying to protect it, but not killing it. And here, seeing this, Kashyapa Maharshi chants Veda mantras, and soon the fetus develops into the brilliant child. See the power of Vedas those days, the science and technology they had, our rishis and munis have. Chanting Veda mantras, the undeveloped fetus turned into the brilliant child. So later in the battle, this brilliant child grown up, and later in the battle, he kills the Daitya Sena by the blazing heat he had. So, and thus Devas regained their lost power. So, suggesting the son that was born dead but later revived, symbolizing its power to bring the life and conquer darkness. Martanda is also a name used for the sun god Surya and is featured in ancient texts, symbolizing brilliance and the strength. So, let's learn the family of our Surya Bhagavan. So Aditi, the son of Aditi is Surya Bhagavan, right? So there are a group of 12 major solar deities. So the Aditya, such as Surya, the Surya Bhagavan we are worshipping, we see every day, is Vivaswan. His name is Vivaswan. So we have another 12, altogether 12 Adityas like Mitra, Varuna, Indra, so Aryaman, Amsa, Bhaga, Datri, Pushan, Savitra, and Twashtar and Vishnu. So Aditi, she's a very good woman, like Mata, goddess, penanting, and she's ever young and she's immortal. So by penanting and worshipping Surya Bhagavan, she got a child, right? Like she got Surya Bhagavan as a child, and after that, like there we have Hiranyakashipu, right? And Hiranyakashipu's son is Prahlada, and Prahlada will be getting grandson. So even she will penance with Lord Vishnu as to enter into her own like Vamana Avtara to kill Bali Chakravarti. So Bali Chakra is our like a grandchild for our Prahlada. So those 4 generations she was giving like birth to son. So that young she was, and she's immortal. So that she's a goddess of Aditi is Mata is a goddess actually. So symbolizing, so all these 12 Adityas represent various cosmic principles and aspects of sun, symbolizing the 12 months of the year. We have 12 months of the year and 12 constellations, right? The constellations are nothing but a group of stars forming a recognizable patterns, generally in the animal shapes mostly. Those are nothing but the zodiac signs. So we have 12 months and 12 zodiac signs. These are the 12 Adityas. So family, and we'll know more about his family. So his wife is Sanjana. So Surya Bhagavan's wife is Sanjana. She is the goddess of clouds, and she's the daughter of Vishwakarma. See, all the roles and all, we think like Puranas, are they real? But wherever you connect the story, it gets connected, and it's in the right way. So we can from here we can know like Yes, the Puranas are true, right? And her children, with Surya included Yama. So Yama, the Lord of Death, and Yamuna, river, and Manu and Ashwini Kumaras, all these are the Sanjanas and Surya's children. So what happened is like Sanjana, she could not tolerate Surya's intense radiance, and so she left him, creating Chaya to replace her or to take her place. And Chaya Devi is the mother of Shani, the planet Saturn, and the goddess Tapati, and the son of Savarni Manu. But this was not noticed by Surya Bhagavan. He didn't get any doubt, or he didn't notice that. But later he will notice when Chaya, she started showing favoritism towards her own children and neglecting Sanjana's Yama Putra. So Surya later found the difference of she showing the difference in the children, and then he found that she's Chaya, she was replaced by Sanjana. And what happened? Surya goes out, like later he found Sanjana in her male form, and they reunited after her father Vishwakarma. What happened is Vishwakarma reduced Surya's brightness so that Sanjana can tolerate his heat and all. So, and then they reunited, and Surya continued to live with both of his wife, Sanjana and Chaya Devi. So they were like, we all know, like 7 horses, like there is a sloka. So it says like Sapta Svaradhamarudham Prachandam Kashyapatmajam Sveta Padmadharam Devam Tam Suryam Pranamyam. That means I salute to Lord Surya, who is the son of sage Kashyapa, who is intense and who is holding the white lotus. So we all know, like the Surya Bhagavan will run a chariot pulled by 7 horses. The 7 horses here symbolizes the 7 colors of the rainbows. So the 7 days of the week and the cosmic energies of the sun. So this is the pulling the chariot of the sun god, a name after the Vedic Vedas, Chandas. That is, we have 7. That is the Gayatri. One is Gayatri. That is the sleep and awake control patterns. So Gayatri is knowledge and spiritual awakening within us. And the second one is Brihati. So Brihati means expanding the universe factor. And Khagola Shastram explains this, like cosmos, continuous growth and evolution, the wisdom and prosperity. And the third one is Ushnik. It is the gravity. So it's the electromagnetic force, and that is the strength and bravery. And the fourth one is Jagati. That is the nature, the life cycles, the water cycles and all, the communication and intelligence, and all this comes under Jagati. And Trishtu, that is a chemical reaction, it's like learning, and it's like you see the golden color of the sun, right? When you're glazing at the sun, you'll be seeing like all the gold kind of chemical reaction is formed around the sun. So that is Trishtup. And Anustup is the balancing opposite forces and all. So this is associated with love and beauty. So Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram is in Anustup Chandas. And the other one is the Pakti, the last one. So Pankti means the discipline and the responsibility. So Surya, the sun god, also known as Surya Narayan, he is the visible Pratyaksha, direct god. So his chariot is drawn by 7 horses, resembling seven colors of the rainbow, and 7 days of the week, and 7 chakras from our main chakras from our body also. So the name of his charioteer is Aruna, also called Anura. So Aruna means redness, which comes before the sunrise. There'll be vibrant orange, reddish color. It's like it will be very beautiful and searing to see. Even Lord Hanuman thought once it was like a fruit and he swallowed. That was another story, right? So it looks so beautiful, the sun in sunrise time and the sunset time. So So that's a very beautiful thing. We have to regularly try to see, and that's a kind of blissness or wonderful happiness we feel when we see such kind of celestial things right around us. And so the word Aruna means one without ties. So in Sanskrit, Uru means in Sanskrit ties. So Anura means without ties. So there is a story behind this name actually. So what happened is Vinata is one of the wives of sage Kashyapa. So Kandruva is another wife. So Kadruva had children like snakes before Vinata got. So Vinata was restless. So finally Vinata laid two eggs and waiting them to hatch. They were like snakes, right? So laid two eggs and waiting them to hatch. But out of curiosity, what happened is like she tried to break one egg and see. When she opened the shell, she found an incompletely formed kid with head and body, but without having his thighs formed. So hence called Anuru. So Anuru, also called as Arun, was made the charioteer of the sun, Surya Bhagavan. So the other egg was allowed to take its time to hatch, which gave rise to the bird, big bird Garuda or Garudmanta. So also called as Vainateya. So this is the uh, Surya Bhagavan charioteer. And we're coming to the end. So Aditya Hrudayam is a powerful Vedic hymn, so to the sun god. So chanting Aditya Hrudayam or listening to the Aditya Hrudayam, it bestows both the spiritual and the material benefits. So we need both, right? The spiritual and the material benefits. So what happened is the benefits like is any victory in the battle, destruction of enemies, healing of diseases, like especially the bones and eyes, because from sun the light it cleans the eyes and all, and it cures all the diseases from the eyes, and it's related to the bones because the vitamin D that is available, and there's so many other good things that we get from the sun rays. Even our we have koshas, right? Even those koshas from the sunlight, they get very powerful and strong. So, and also there are few what to say sages and all. So even now we when we chat in the Google and all, we can search for them. So they are like there are few sages like who just sit in the sun energy and they don't take any food. They just do meditation and get the sun rays on them. That's they turn that into the sun energy. And we have heard like there are few people like one I heard recently like one lady, she was like in her she's a food lover and she eats a lot of food. So when she went to her in-laws home after married, so in-law was like telling you're eating too much of food. So she felt very bad and she approached one sage, and she asked like to give any mantra that I want to chant and I don't want to eat any foods. And he gave a mantra, and she got the mantra siddhi, and it's happening that she's not eating any food, but she's sustaining the energies. And also so we do have that kind of mantras, and Surya Bhagavan is very powerful. And they say like Surya, if it lays at least for 20 seconds or 20 seconds to 1 minute or like daily, regularly, it's like Surya Upasana. That is the greatest vidya that we can do without any guru and all. So even there were like lot of miracles happen to many people who has done just gazing at the sun, and you will get connected to the universe and all, and whatever you wish and whatever your manifestations they come, everything is happening. There's lot of uh, important things like in the past days nobody everybody used to follow this. They literally know the experience and all. Then this is a time like we have to learn all such good stuff and just inculcate in our regular day-to-day life. So very easy and very accessible, right? We get sun every day. So, and some say like every hour, if you get exposed to the sun for at least 10 minutes, then you'll get a lot of good things that your body needs. So, keeping that gets rid of diseases and all those things and all. And yeah, so even Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, so he has told in Uttar Gita also. Now we'll discuss about Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4. So it's a Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. So in that chapter, verse 1, Lord Krishna says like, I taught this eternal science of yoga. So imam vivasvate yogam proktavana hamavyamam Vivasvanmanave praha manurikshvakave bravit. So Bhagavan Vacha, he says, Lord Krishna says like, I taught this eternal science, the imperishable science of yoga to the sun god Vivasvan. So, and then Vivasvan passed it to Manu, and Manu in turn instructed it to Ishwaku. So he gave that upadesam, he passed it, all the information and all. So this is from Lord Sri Krishna. Even Lord Sri Krishna taught our son God Vivasana about the Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga and eternal science of yoga and all. So yes, friends, and this is the have any questions?
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, thank you.
So even Aditya Hridayam is said to be the best mantra for the people with depression. So even Lord himself, Rama, being an avatar of Vishnu, yet he was in a state of mentally and physically fatigued, receives powers from surrogate to the
Agastya
cosmic.
Maharshi. Yeah,
Yes,
Agastya
yes.
Maharshi teaches him.
So after chanting Aditya Hridayam only, he became calm, fearless, and radiant. So symbolically, even in spirituality also, the sun represents to inner self Atma. So it is about remembering the awakening, that inner light. Yes.
Yes, sage Agastya taught to Lord Rama before his battle with Ravana. So reciting the hymn is believed that to grant the power to overcome obstacles and adverse situations and all. Yes. Thank you for adding. And also it heals lots of diseases and it gives a lot of courage, confidence, and prosperity and longevity also. So Aditya Hridayam reciting and all.
So it is best solution for skin diseases also. Skin.
Yes.
Even cancers get.
Yeah. So like in modern science and all, they say like vitamin D and some infrared rays and all, but there are a lot more things, goodness we get. And even our Rangnats sir, he has told like negative ions, like when you glaze at the sun during sunset and all, there's a lot of negative ions you get, which is very helpful to body. And the red infrared rays and all, those also we get directly from the sun. See,
especially during sunrise and sunset.
Yeah, for little light we are paying too much, and sun is giving too much of light for us the whole day and all without expecting anything. So we should tell him lot of gratitude and thanks and all. So without sun there is no life on earth also. So we should show a lot of gratitude to the sun and the nature and all of the celestial things. Yeah. Thank you so much.